All right, come on, clap. Good morning. All right, God bless you guys. It is a Wake the F Up Monday. It is Monday, July the 15th, 2020, 6 minutes after the hour. Welcome, guys, to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ. We truly appreciate you guys. The chat room is wide open, or you can call in. The number's 570-982-6950. Broadcasting on all social media platforms. We truly appreciate all of you and thank you so much. We hope you guys had a great weekend, and we hope that your families are safe. This is where you get your morning love. Most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. But please, if you don't mind, like, follow, subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team on YouTube and all over social media platforms. And we truly appreciate you. And we got now special guests in a few minutes. We got Sharon Bond on every Monday with Word is Bond. So we appreciate you. SennyJ, good morning. God bless. And how are you, young lady?
Good morning, Sean. I'm doing great. Good morning to everybody listening. We have an amazing show for you today. We are going to get started with Senny Says, where I will let you know what is going on in Hollywood and entertainment news. We're also going to have Front Page News with Senny J, where I will let you know what is happening locally, nationally, and globally. So you want to make sure you stick around for that.
Definitely. And we're super excited to be here on Monday morning. And like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. And we're excited to be here. I know I am, and you can see in Cindy's face that she's excited. So before we start, I want to ask Cindy J, how was your weekend? Let's get the pleasantries out the way before we get into to battle.
Okay, so, and sorry, I am posting, so you guys please make sure you share the show and post it on all of your things. So I just had to post that really quick. My weekend was actually really good, Sean. This weekend I was able to start working with a trainer, which is something that I've been talking about for a while. And I've just been lollygagging on it, but now I finally decided to do it. And I started this weekend and I'm excited about it. So that's what I did this weekend. And, stay tuned. Body still uploading. But you gotta get in there. And I have a hard time keeping myself accountable sometimes. So that's why I felt like I needed a little extra push. So shout out
So
to me.
a round of applause to you, aka body is buffering at the moment. Uh,
The
um,
body is buffering.
thank you. Uh,
That's funny.
okay, well, before we get into the show, Cindy, my weekend was unbelievable. Uh, like black folks says, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good.
Right.
Had a show this weekend locally that we had to cancel the show for various reasons, right? And I felt bad about that. I'm not even gonna lie, be honest with you. And when I canceled the show, I was like, oh well,
Yeah, because I was pissed
yeah,
personally.
yeah,
Personally, I was pissed off.
yeah,
But it's
no
okay.
question about it. And the show was canceled, and I felt bad because one of the young ladies was celebrating her birthday, and she wanted to do it at the comedy show, and then I wasn't able to do it. But then after that, Cindy got a phone call. Got a phone call just like that. One of the promoters that I work with, my man Lynn and Jeff, my man Lynn and his partner Jeff, uh, to come on down to South Philly and open up for an R&B act, which I do every other month anyway. I didn't even know that it was Saturday. So I was like, yeah, okay, cool. And then I'm there because I was so happy. Like I got a job and I'm working and I'm so grateful. Come to find out that I opened up for I don't know, 'cause you're young, Cindy, but the folks in the chat room know Howard Hewitt, that was the former lead singer of Shalimar. I opened up for him, and it was just an honor and a privilege to open up for this young man, and he destroyed the room. He was so energetic. Cindy, this man is 68 years old, and he looks great. And I mean, he's not body building great, but his physique, but his his spirit, his skin, his teeth, his soul just looks so good at the age of 68. He got on stage and he crushed the room.
Wow.
And we got to talking, and he was so inspirational to me. So I had a great time. So shout out to the one and only lead singer. Forget about Shalimar, just he does his own thing. Hey,
Okay.
Princess, I'm gonna call you after the show. I'm gonna call you after the show. Shout out to Howard Hewitt, uh, former lead singer of Shalimar, that I had the honor of uh, opening up for Saturday night in South Jersey. And Cindy, on his Instagram page, he showed your boy some love.
Oh, did
So
he?
and he mentioned my name. It was like, okay. So we truly appreciate that whole movement. So now, welcome to the show. Cindy is back in the gym again. Uh, we wish you the best, uh, and I hope that all works out. Now,
Yeah, it's been a long process. Thank you, Shawn.
okay, let's get into front page news. SennyJ, welcome to the show. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team, only place on earth where you get your morning started right for these last 8 years. 8 years we've been doing this show, and God bless.
Can you believe?
I've known you for 8 years. We started this show November in 2017. Damn. It was on World Hype. Yeah, we're right. Second time around. Second time around, baby. Yeah, that's him. You know who I'm talking about, Princess. What's that other ring you say? This ring means I'll always be true. This is for the lover in you. And this time we gonna last forever. So you don't know, you never heard those songs before?
Well, I am now, Shawn. You're just my own personal time capsule, taking me way, way back. Anytime you can. Who is
This
that
is
by?
that was by
Who's this by?
Shalimar was the name of the group, and the lead singer was Howard Hewitt, and he was the singer in the group.
I'm sure it's been sampled, so I'm sure I've heard it in some way.
Yeah, and show some respect after the show. Go on YouTube or Google Howard Hewitt, bro. Stop playing.
I will. I'm
Okay.
gonna put them on.
Well, welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Denny, what's going on? What's the first story? We already know what the first story is, but go ahead. Talk to me. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I can start with something else if you want. Keep it
No,
a little
no,
light and then throw
no,
it into
no.
that.
Nope. Not.
So we're just
Let's
gonna
go right.
go right
Let's go.
into it.
Let's go right for the gusto.
Okay. Hold on with me just 1 second. Basically, Trump, he's out here talking to anybody who'll listen about his assassination attempt. His assassination attempt. Um, by saying he's not supposed to be here. He said, I'm supposed to be dead. I'm supposed to be dead. The doctor at the hospital said he never saw anything like this. He called it a miracle. Trump also told newspaper outlets aboard his private plane while heading to Milwaukee for this week's Republican National Convention, by luck or God, many people are saying it's by God I'm still here. He said, had he not turned his head slightly to the right to read a chart on illegal immigration, the bullet that grazed him would have been fatal. He described the Secret Service agents that rushed on him like linebackers, mentioning another one eliminated the gunman with one shot right between the eyes. They did a fantastic job. It's surreal for all of us. He said as the agents took him off stage, he said the agents hit me so hard that my shoes fell off, and my shoes are tight. Um, Reacting to the images of him raising his fist and being surrounded by Secret Service agents in the seconds following the shooting, he said a lot of people say it's the most iconic photo they've ever seen. He said they're right, and I didn't die. Usually you have to die to have an iconic picture. I just wanted to keep speaking, but I just got shot. He also said that he appreciated the fine and very nice call he received from Biden in the aftermath, and he praised his rally audience for staying calm during the entire incident. A lot of places you hear a single shot, everybody runs. Here there were many shots and they stayed, Trump said. I love them. They are such great people. Wow. That's what Trump has to say following his shooting. And RIP to the man that died, that tried to save his family, and he didn't once say anything about him. So, that's our future president. He is said to be nominated by the GOP at this Democratic National Convention. Um, Biden is ordering a separate private investigation of the events that followed the assassination attempt. And
Let me stop you. Let me stop you. Why are you rolling your eyes and sharing this story so cavalier? Like, what's your issue? What's your true issue about this attempt
because
suicide?
because I find it crazy that he's making it all about himself.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, welcome to the show, any place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Thank God for Jesus. There was an we already know there was an attempted assassination attempt on former President Trump in Western Pennsylvania out there by the Pittsburgh area. A lot of Babylonians, a lot of Babylonians. And the Babylonians love the President Trump, and they're pure Republicans. They bleed red, and they came out there to they came out there to support their candidate for president. It's supposed to be an exciting moment, and especially the people who are sitting behind the president, who, by the way, they have to have background checks and be vetted. Those folks, the folks that we see on the camera behind the president. And I was at the show in South Jersey, and the promoter go, "Yo, Trump got shot," and I was like, "Stop bullshitting! What's wrong with you?" Not gonna. And then somebody else said it, and then I went to my phone and I saw the whole situation. Uh, this was a pure attempt to rub Donald Trump out of this earth by a young man that was 20 years old that's been bullied all his life. He was one of them weird white Babylonian guys that wear trench coats in the summertime and ride a skateboard and got beat up in school all the time. Matter of fact, in high school, he ironically got cut from the rifle team because he was a bad shot. So he proved that the other day. The Secret Service guy that was on the roof, God bless him. He's the one that eliminated the threat. Some of us saw the video. But the ironic part about this situation was the fact that before the shooter attempted to kill Donald Trump, there were people in the audience saying, "Yo, there's a guy up there with a gun that's about to shoot." And guess what? There was a police officer in that vicinity by the roof, and that young man turned his gun against him. I mean, the young man took his gun, drew it to that police officer, and the police officer bitched up, just like those police officers did down in Valdez in Texas when all those kids got murdered. And then the young man proceeded to shoot at the president, and then he got shot. And then there was a few other people who got injured, and like Cindy said, the young man that lost his life and protected his wife and his daughter and took the bullet. Now, this is what it is. And welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started. Prior to this shooting, SennyJ, the political rhetoric in this country was on 25. The limit was only 5 points. Everybody talking shit against each other. Biden talking crap about Trump. Trump already is on 12, just talking. So everybody's revved up anyway. And that's just us normal folks. But then you do have certain individuals that got sinister plots that are really angry for real. And by the way, this guy had donated $15 to the Democratic movement last year. He dedicated. I've never dedicated a dime to any Republican or Democratic Party. And then he went on video and said he hates Trump and he hates the Republicans. And what he did, got his father's rifle, because that's what these Babylonians do. They always get dad's rifle. Now, by the way, dad got him in 2013. And he was still getting bullied in school. I'll tell you one thing that's going down in this country since that shootings has happened. I'm going to yield my time back. You don't hear a lot of people talking shit this morning.
Talking ish about what?
About the political climate that's going on in this country right now. Everybody's taking a pause, and I'm not talking about Princess Scott.
No, they're not.
Everybody's toning down the rhetoric right now. Because if you're a politician, and if you're not a politician, just for a few hours, the country has taken a break and bringing down the rhetoric a little bit. Now, it might turn back up today. Everything might be going back to normal. But this is what happens when you have certain individuals who will take it upon themselves to eliminate the target, which this guy tried to do. And what they need to do is put heavy security on Trump, which they probably will, and heavy security on Biden. Because this could be a Tupac Biggie situation. They might try to, one of the Trump guys might try to get Biden. So let's tone down the rhetoric. Thank God this man didn't get killed. That bullet, and if you saw the photographs, I don't know if you saw it, the photographer took a picture of the bullet streaming right past his head. And then Cindy talks about these iconic pictures, which they were. But those were photographs that the photographers were just doing a job. They was running right to the problem, taking pictures. That's what photographers do. If you're a photographer and there's a shooting, you're not going to run away from it. You're going to run to it. That's their job. Fortunately, this guy got the right picture of Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump got up and put his fist up and said, fight. Maybe this is just a guess or guesstimation from me. Maybe it was just a whole bunch of adrenaline and, because if someone shot at me and they missed, I might be like, yeah, that's right. I might get all hyped up. But y'all be careful out there. They shooting at politicians now. This is serious. Cindy, I yield back.
Shooting at politicians is nothing new. It's been something that has been in history plenty of times, right?
What are we looking at?
This picture, okay? This.
What's wrong with that picture?
This is what they wanted. Okay? The conversation has been for weeks. Biden is weak. Biden can't do this. Biden's tripping on himself. Biden, da-da-da-da-da. And now, and then the counterpoint, the counter conversation to that is, well, Trump is the same age as Biden. So they're pretty much the same age. So the same thing that's happening with Biden can happen with Trump. What's the best way to combat that conversation? Who's stronger than a man who just got shot, near assassination attempt? And even after the assassination attempt, I'm still standing strong. That grazed by bullet almost died. I'm still here. I'm still telling y'all to fight. I'm raising my fist. I don't need nobody rushing over me. Even had the audacity to ask about his shoes while there's an active shooter situation.
What What are you trying
So,
to say? What are you trying to say?
let me finish.
Okay.
So with all of that information, not to mention that the Secret Service, when you're supposed to go somewhere, you literally they go there the day before. These people are knocking on doors, asking people's names, date of birth. These are people that are not even attending the event. They just live in the area. They're looking at all types of angles and seeing what's going on. And this was missed, even when there's videos of people telling people that there's a possible threat. So I don't know. For me, as and somebody who observes things, and I like to take all the pieces of information, I find it heavily convenient that this happened for the GOP right before Trump's nomination. I find it highly suspicious. Did somebody die from this event? Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's very unfortunate that this administration would create an atmosphere where people could get hurt. And that's very unfortunate.
Wow.
So, everybody keep your eyes open, because this isn't the last. This isn't the last craziness that we're going to see before November. But,
Uh,
you know, go fight, win. Go fight, win. Go fight, win, America. Go fight, win.
all right. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right with the Queen SennyJ, Miss Miko as well, and in a few minutes our special guest, Sharon Bond. Okay, I see where this is going.
Go fight, win, America. Go fight, win.
A lot of folks think that this was staged. A lot of folks think that this is the conspiracy theorists are on 10 right now. There's a lot of people that say this whole situation was staged. Okay, and you do have the right to say that. But if you're going to say something like that, have some kind of shred of evidence instead of some kind of speculation or thought. It's nothing wrong with asking a question. But to come out and immediately, as a lot of Americans are, and a lot of people all over the world have immediately, the first thing come right out of their mouth, pause, is that this is staged. And it's unfortunate that people are right there with that because of a picture or any kind of indicator to say that this is not this really didn't happen. The one thing about conspiracy theorists and theories is that they're very powerful. Conspiracy theorists and theories are powerful. It's so powerful that you can throw something out there and the masses will believe it instantaneously. And we live in a time where information is given to us in seconds. Conspiracy theories, you have to work hard 20, 30, 40 years ago because they had to get the theory out there. And by the time they got the theory out there, it didn't happen. Now in real time, conspiracy theorists can get online and talk and share what they please. And I still say it's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, please, to the conspiracy theorists, which I've been whipping your asses for the last couple of years, then come see me. I don't think that I'm not going to bet my life on it, but I don't think that this was staged. It's too many components involved in this for it to be staged. Regardless of how you feel about the American government, which is a trillion-dollar corporation, I don't think the federal government is going to go to what's that guy's name? The shooter. His name was Crooks. The last name. I don't think that the U.S. government is going to go to this 20-year-old kid that's been bullied all his life and say, "Listen, you're the guy that we want you to take out Donald Trump." I can't see it. Okay, you do have valid points, SennyJ, as far as canvassing the landscape before the event. That's valid. Yo, wait a minute, y'all supposed to be there 2 days before, 1 day before, and how did he get there? And how did he get access to it? Well, just to just share the facts on that there was a police officer there. He, the shooter drew the gun on the police officer, and like I said 5 minutes ago, he bitched up. He bitched up and fell off the roof. Was that part of the setup? And was Donald Trump supposed to be shot in the ear? So they told the shooter to shoot Trump. Don't kill him. Shoot him in the earlobe. That's hard for me to believe.
When is the doctor going to release the report of Trump's ear being grazed? That
Right.
you know that it was grazed.
Right.
And
Right.
not a
And
blood packet. When are they going to release that?
Now, you're absolutely right. And let me just say one thing about that. People are saying that Donald Trump could easily had a blood packet or theater blood in his packet. And when he got shot or the bullet grazed him, he got the blood pack out, pushed him on his ear. They wrestled him to the floor, and the Secret Service office put a little bit more blood pack on him, which I think is absurd. Now, yes, we got to wait for the medical report. But Donald Trump himself went online on his social media page and said he got shot in the ear, and he's not even supposed to be here. Could that be
so we believe Trump now?
That's what I'm about to say. That's what I was about to say. Do we even believe the man himself? Because he could be lying as well. I think that there's too many factors in this. I think that there's too many obvious factors in this. Sharon, Sharon, can you send the link to your other friend, if you don't mind? Okay, can you send it again? Yeah, can you send it again? I think that there's, and good morning, Sharon. I think that there is too many obstacles in this event to say that this is set up right now. It could be. It could be. Cindy, I'll give you that. It could be. But I just want to let people know that if it comes out that it's not a setup, please acknowledge that it's not a setup.
We're never going to hear about this again.
No, I'm just saying. No. I'm saying if it's not found that it's a setup, just if you don't mind, please acknowledge it. Sharon Bond, good morning. I want to give you some history real quick.
Hey, Sharon, good morning.
I can hear you.
Sharon, guess what?
I can hear you.
Sharon? Sharon,
Okay.
guess what? Guess what, Sharon? Remember when Nipsey Hussle, God bless him, when he passed away?
Yes.
Sharon, they tore my ass up on this podcast when I disputed the fact that Johnson & Johnson had killed him. Because that was the ongoing narrative. And I said there was no way that Johnson & Johnson, the pharmaceutical company, paid somebody to kill this guy. Then it came to find out that the homie around the corner that had mental issues killed him. I say that respectively. But none of the conspiracy theorists came back, Sharon, and said, you know what, we were wrong. We were wrong. We're sorry.
Because he still could have been paid off by somebody else. Just because somebody took the fall for it doesn't mean that that's the end of the story. Like, you feel like just because it doesn't end the way you feel like, that it's not true. Just like I asked Shawn the other day, do you believe the U.S. brought crack into inner city neighborhoods in the 80s? Shawn don't believe that because the United States government...
I did say that. I did believe.
But my thing is, why can you believe other things that would seem like that is so not true, but on other things you're like, oh no, please.
No,
you guys are just believing anything.
No, I said like, black folks didn't bring the drugs in.
There are things that happen behind the scenes to make it look like something else, and they do it all the time. So for you to take things that you see, especially on these TV screens and this media, at face value is astounding to me. You should be questioning everything that you see. And the fact that you come at people that do that is crazy.
I do question everything that I see, but when I see,
you're like, You can
Wait,
see he got shot and somebody died.
excuse me, excuse
And,
me,
and and there
excuse
was
me,
a sniper on top of the thing, but you don't question all the
excuse
other
me,
things where you're like, oh,
excuse me,
that could
Cindy,
possibly have happened, but you're not
Cindy,
questioning it.
Cindy. I do question things. It's just that when I see the obvious, it's no need to question it. Sharon Bond, welcome
Good
to the
morning.
show.
Good morning.
God bless you. Sharon, before we got, I know you got a special guest coming in. I do apologize. That's why when I sent you that text, I sent it to you too early. I wanted you guys to come into the room at 8:30. If you could send it back to the young man, whoever it was, I gladly appreciate you. But
They
Sharon,
they sit there in the waiting room. They're wait.
no, no.
Check the
Oh yeah,
stage.
they are. Okay, there you go. All right. God bless you.
Top of the morning,
Hi.
top of the morning, top of the morning.
Introduce yourself, player.
I go by the name of Fresher with a PH. Good morning. Y'all might know me from my hit record. Wait a minute. You might
Yeah,
know me from Love and Hip Hop.
yeah.
Um,
Yo,
I'm the pulse
Benny,
of the city right now, so I'm around though.
Benny.
Nice to meet
Hold on,
you.
Sharon. Before I get into your whole thing, this brother right here, SennyJ, I saw him. That song, Wait a Minute. The song is Wait a Minute, right?
Yeah.
Benny, I saw him perform it live at 275 Park. I was hosting the comedy show that night.
Yeah,
And Benny, this young man got on stage, right? First of
right.
all, he had on these black jeans, kind of leverage jeans that had pockets down at the bottom of it with big sneakers. And City, this guy he's in shape, tall guy, like look like a linebacker. City, he grabbed that mic, and I didn't know who he was, but the moment he started singing the song, I was like, oh, that's the dude. And City,
Right.
this man took it to a whole nother. I was in groupie mode, City. City, I was a 50. I was a 59-year-old groupie. I started following this dude around the club after the show was over.
Oh, you're out of control.
That's awesome.
Oh,
I
we're
love
gonna get
that
to you.
song.
Yo, that that song, it's
Yeah.
amazing. I didn't even know. Oh my god, yo. First of all, my beloved nephew, God bless you. I'm gonna need a pair of those jeans with the pockets. He had on
Yeah,
these jeans.
definitely. So
He
that's
had
the
on these
double stack
bell-bottom
situation.
jeans, Benny. And at the end of the jean, down at the bottom,
Uh-huh.
he had a giant big pocket
Uh-huh.
on both sides, City.
Yes, sir. So so my stylist, right? So what he do was he gets two pair of jeans and we just double stack them. So we attach the bottom of the jean to the top to the bottom of the top of the jean to the bottom of the jean. So now that the pocket's at the bottom, so I got on two pair of jeans. That's how you double stack at the bottom. That's how
Whoa.
we end up with the pockets at the bottom.
Now, now that's how you get your worth.
Yeah,
That's how you get
yeah,
your worth. The
And
double
Benny,
stack.
Yeah.
Benny, I handed him the mic and he was basically pushed me off the stage like, you, sir, you have to move out the way.
yeah.
And destroyed. I don't even know why we even finished the comedy show.
Uh-huh.
Destroyed the room. All right, hold on. Before I get back to you, Pressure, God bless you, man. Thank you so much
Uh-huh.
for joining us.
Totally.
Sharon,
Yes.
SennyJ thinks this Trump shooting was a setup, and with all players involved.
Did I? I think it's
Uh,
fishy. I think it's suspicious.
and then we're gonna ask Pressure as well.
Yeah.
Sharon,
You don't want to
I,
answer.
I don't
No,
think
I
it's
do. I do.
I don't think it's a setup. I'm just saying I don't think so. That's my opinion of it. Sharon, you first. Was this Trump shooting a straight setup?
That's going to be a no for me. And we are getting away from what actually really happened and camouflaging it with all this other stuff. There was a Babylonian who shot at another Babylonian, and that's exactly what it was. Now, if he had been African American, of any African descent, if he'd have been mixed, then there would be a whole different storyline. We'd be talking about something else. But we're not. We're keeping it exclusive to let's put out this narrative, and that's from the Babylonian camp, that's what it is, so that we can have this conversation that we're having right now, which absolutely appears to be up on the roof. And I don't know why people are shocked that he got up there. The Babylonians been walking past security for years. We know because they hold us at the gates, Cindy. Mm-hmm. right? So that's how they let him in. Hey, they do it all the time. That's where I'm at with that. I don't want to give it any more ears on it, so I'm out.
Hey, Pressure, I follow you on social media, bro. You
Mhm.
what a life you living over there on Instagram, bro.
Oh, man.
And is that young lady, is that your wife, your girl that's with you?
That's my wife.
Yo, man, y'all got a whole movement going over there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, definitely, man, a vibe, man. That's my
Cindy,
backbone.
That's
Cindy,
what's up.
these are the guys who, instead of hanging up with us old folks, Cindy, this is the guy. Him and his wife, Cindy, you should be hanging with these guys.
That's what's up. No, that's good.
I'm telling you, his wife has a movement. This young man has a movement. There's a
Mhm.
lot going on over there.
Mhm.
That's right. That's good.
Pressure. Was this a setup, bro? Because Cindy J next to you, man, she's like, yo, this is whole, it was a whole theatrical moment that needs
Yeah.
the Academy Award nominations. What do you think?
In my opinion, yes, I believe the same thing. I believe that if somebody wanted to kill Trump, he would be dead. It's that simple. You see where they got John F. Kennedy? If you can, if someone, a sniper can get a shot, he not missing. That this wasn't a moving target. This was like, nah, I'm not a believer at all, man. I'm not a believer at all. No one can convince me that if someone wanted, if he got that shot off at Trump, he hit him in his ear, grazed him, and hit the what? Nah, I'm good on it, man.
Did y'all hear he was in some type of armory school and he didn't pass the test and all of this other good stuff?
Oh,
This
really? We
nigga,
know that much about you, right?
like
You're
I'm
right.
just saying, they giving all of this stuff because if we glamourflage this, then we'll have us talking about this, whether he was grazed, looped in, or whatever have you. Hey, you take a life, give a life. I don't know what's going on
Yeah.
there.
Hey, Pressure. My co-host here is Cindy J.
Yes.
She loves to smoke the weed.
Okay.
He
Sydney.
loves she loves a lot of the weed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, me and the millions of other Americans that smoke it as well.
Pressure, do you love the weed? Do you love the weed like Cindy J?
And I actually don't smoke,
Good.
Hello. Hello.
but I'm not knocking nobody that do. But I just don't smoke.
You from Brooklyn, bro?
Yes, sir. Born and raised.
Yo, Princess, I'm talking to somebody in the chat room. Princess, I don't know if you know this young man. Yo, the swag is unbelievable. We're gonna put the video of your song from back. That song is an anthem.
Oh yeah, yeah. Anthem for sure. That song changed my life, man. Really just changed my life for the rest of my life. And thank God for music for real.
But let me ask something. How did like how, man, like how what's that whole inspirational thing? Like, how did that song come about? Like, how did you write that?
Man, look, one thing about music, right? It only take one song. Like I heard it before I created the one song, but it only takes one song, you know what I'm saying? Out of the hundreds that I've written, you know what I'm saying? And I wrote, um, again, it was just one of those ones, man, one of those nights where you in the party, you come in, you get in the studio the next morning and you vibe and you just like that beat came on, it was so infectious. And I was like, yo, and I sent the two records. I sent Wait a Minute and a record called Whole Thing
Right.
to my manager. And he sent it to a bunch of DJs from DJ Enough and all of them. And it was just like, yo, this record right here. I went to Miami to perform it in front of the heavy hitters, which is all the biggest DJs in New York City and all around the world. I mean, all around the United States. And the way they reacted in there, I'm talking about, just imagine a night where you're out partying at Miami night, right? And everybody's tired, drinking coffee and eating bagels. And the minute I grabbed that mic and started performing, I just watched the head start chip putting down the coffee, I said, oh, I got me one. And
Yeah.
we went back to New York City and it was all over the radio. 50 Cent, everybody jumped on the record. It was like that. It was just one of those, you know, and lightning struck in a bottle, man. And my life ain't been the same since.
And listen, you're not gonna believe this. I used to rap back in the day.
I believe
Oh
that,
boy.
Tony.
I
I
used to
believe
rap. Yo, we made one album. It was trash.
it.
And we used to be out in these streets rapping, and Pressure, you're not gonna believe this. I had 2 groupie chicks, bro. Only two. Sir, how many supporters do you have out there, sir? I know, like, yo, Senny, like I'm a comedian, right? So comedians are like rock stars without the chicks. Like when I get on stage, I might go to the supermarket. Dude, how is that like with the people who show you heavy love and purchase the ticket and come see? Like, how does that make you feel, bro?
It makes you feel amazing because, you know, everybody sees the good side of actually the music, the life, you know, they see the life, you know, but it's a lot of hard work that goes behind putting out a record, making a record go. It's a lot that goes into it. Artists, we have a lot, we don't sleep. So, you know, when you get that support and that unwavering support, like it's amazing. It's so gratifying because it's not easy being an artist. So I want to say, I appreciate all the fans and supporters, man. You know, the groupie love is the thing too. I'm a lot more mature than I was before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I can't like I have a wife. So you know, we keep it at a distance, but the women supporters, man, I love them too though, man, because they stick with you regardless. They ride it out with you. You know what I'm saying? So I love them. I appreciate them. But overall, man, it's so gratifying, man, because it's not easy being an artist for real, man. It's really not.
Cindy, it
Hey,
seemed like
Shawn.
yeah.
Sean, let me say this because I don't want people to miss this. So when I first met Fresher,
Yeah.
sorry, and okay, I'm not familiar. I don't know who you are. That taught me to his management team. It was like, that's okay. It's all cool. It's good. You know, he came up to the tournament, showed us love. Everybody was like, Miss B, you don't know who that is? I was like, no, but I'm going to find out. And let me tell you something. When I say genuine from 3 weeks ago to current right now today, the same ride, the same guy, the same everything. He doesn't come with the entourage. He don't need 75 guys and 20, you know him, the artists come, you know, sit down, chill, sit courtside, you know, enjoy the game and show the love, you know, and then just kind of like, hey, I would love for you to come on, you know, onto the podcast. I'm on, you know what he said, Sean? No problem. What time when you want me? I'm there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I
that was
just
my
want to clap, give a clap for him for that. He's
that was my next I got 2 questions for you, brother. I like when you seem like you was under pressure when you're talking about groupie love. I think that was funny. My co-host is a single woman, brother. He's been single for 17,000 years, my friend.
So annoying.
My choice.
No, it's not. Trust me.
Okay.
Can she start hanging out with you guys? Like,
what are you throwing me out to people? They don't even know me. What are you
no,
talking
but
about?
Cindy, you fit his demo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I hang out with people my age. I know I do this show with you every morning, and our demographic is a little older, but I do have friends my age and younger.
No, I know that, but Pressure's that demo. He's in that age. You guys might be in the same age brackets anyway. He can, this guy travels the country. I'm for sure he hangs out with quality.
Didn't Sharon just say he doesn't have an entourage?
He travels the country. He knows a lot of men. Maybe some of them that are single. And you never know. And my next question to you, Pressure. I know you at the basketball tournament. I know you're in the basketball tournament. Do you play basketball, bro?
Basketball and football. I'm an athlete first. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I love sports so much, man, because I dropped the ball. You know, I had my son early, man, in high school. Again, me and my wife been together since 6th grade. You get what I'm saying? So, like, yeah. So I had my son early in high school, and it just really just deterred me from a lot of my dreams and things I wanted to do. So I love being around the sport all day, basketball and football all day.
Yo, Cindy, I'm telling you, this guy, I'm gonna put a pause on it. I don't say no Diddy. I'm old school. I'm gonna pause it. Cindy, this
Gotcha.
guy got a body on him, bro. Cindy, I'm telling you, this guy's massive, man. This
Nah,
guy got on stage, SennyJ, and almost broke the stage down. I don't know. Now,
you know what's so crazy?
Go ahead.
A lot of people talk about my physique like all the time. Like I don't even notice because I mean I carried this, you know, and in the sports world, I've been around athletes, so I'm a wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? So like that sounds crazy, but you know, for the sports world, I'm a wide receiver and I play safety. We're the smallest guys on the team. You get what I'm going? So it's like I've been in locker rooms with 6'8", you know what I'm saying? I'm 6'2", 215. I'm like, but everybody always talks about my physique like all the time. I'll be like, whatever, man.
But you know,
another point real quick. We were taking this beat. You should I'm the ultimate humanitarian, man. I love people. Like I love people. I love meeting new people. I like being around people. You know, I'm one of those people's champ kind of guys. You know, like I don't think I'm any bigger than anybody. I just want to be out here to inspire the youth and inspire not even the youth, but inspire some adults. Like, hey, I'm no different from you. You know what I'm saying? I'm from a rough neighborhood from East New York. Bam, it's like I'm from a rough neighborhood, but I chose my path. You know what I'm saying? So, and everybody has a right to choose their path. You know, so I'm here.
Okay, so God bless you. Cindy, what is Stephanie talking about? He's a Trump supporter. What is she talking about?
She was talking about you back when you was talking about Trump and you believe he got shot.
Oh no, she was? No,
Yeah.
I'm not. Stephanie.
You are.
Stephanie, I am not Stephanie. I'm a liberal Democrat from New York. I've always voted the Democratic ticket. This has nothing to do with politics, Stephanie. This has everything to do with folks that are just immediately saying that this is a setup because it's an opinion and you have no facts on the setup. That's all I'm saying. If it's a setup, I'm with you. But prove to me, excuse me, just prove to me it's a setup. Sharon, like I said before, and that's what Stephanie got mad at. May rest in peace with Nipsey Hussle when they said that Johnson & Johnson set him up and killed him, the pharmaceutical company. And it turned out that his man around the corner that had mental issues killed him. And Sharon, remember the Sandy Hook murders when those kids unfortunately, them kids got killed in school? A lot of people thought this was a setup. And they did a documentary about it. And some of these conspiracy theorists were going to these parents' houses and stand in front of their houses saying that you made this up, that your child passed away. And I'm like, it baffles me that your child is in school one day, and unfortunately, your child is murdered the next day, and everybody made this up. And that's the point I'm making. The point is, okay, if you think it's a setup, I'm fine. I hear you. But when you find out that it's not a setup, I never hear the conspiracy theorists come back and go, you know what? I fucked it up, bro. I was wrong. It wasn't a setup. But what they do is they prolong it and go, what Cindy just said. Yeah, but it's not over because they don't want you to know this and want you to know that and want you to know, because it'll go on and on and on with still no proof. That's my point. So I want to say that first of all, Stephanie, I'm a Democrat. Stop starting trouble. Secondly, you could say it's a setup. I just want to know, give me something valid other than saying that it's a setup. What did we see? We saw that the kid was being bullied in school. We knew that he was fired from the rifle team. We know that. There was a police officer on the roof. He drew the gun at the police officer. He bitched up and jumped off the roof. He started firing. The other guy shot him. President Trump got grazed in the ear. Unfortunately, there was a man that got shot that was a Trump supporter. Okay, I get it. That's what we know. That's what we think we know. But tell me where the setup is. That's all.
Can we get back to pressure? You over here reading old
comments? Pressure.
Like,
pressure.
Come on.
Pressure.
When I used to rap, So when I used to rap, I didn't get the emotional support by the ladies in the front and the
Mm.
fellas. Yo, when that's so, yo, Cindy, you gotta see and hear him perform that song live, bro. See, that's the
Do you
thing
do a
about
lot of performances?
Totally. Now I'm actually like one of the biggest execs in New York
Oh,
City right now. Like I have two of the biggest. I have one rising artist that's going crazy right now. My name is Deani Dior, and I have 4-1 Group. You know the record. Hennessy got me bent, bitch. Wanna be running
oh, I've
again?
heard that song.
Those are my artists. So right
Oh,
now
okay.
they just
Well,
doing
my kids
amazing.
have heard it.
Yeah, they're growing so much. So I'm just finding that newfound love in that space. So I don't perform like I used to, but I do perform. I want to say I do like 3-4 shows a month. But the
Okay.
money that the success I'm having on the other side is just like,
No, it's the money. It's okay.
yeah, it's
pressure,
beyond.
Because is
pressure.
it
Yeah,
different now because it's like digital? So it's like harder. I always wondered that. Like, is it harder for artists now because they're trying to get a song to go viral real quick? Or is it still like the same, like how they used to do it back in the day?
it's easier.
Oh, okay.
Remember, you have all these platforms, so many outlets for your music to be heard. There's no way it can be harder. It's
and
easier.
and not only had Dior performed at Dykeman,
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
definitely,
wow.
definitely. Yeah,
was the crowd loving her or what?
yeah.
They
Hey,
rallied
Oh yeah,
around
of
her.
course.
This his new artist. It was fabulous.
Hmm.
pressure. Would you be interested in a bunch of 59-year-old guys that had a rap group back in the 30s to come back out? And that's a no? Okay. Uh,
He can't
Sean,
even get them all. He can't
Hell
even get
no.
them all
Sean,
together.
Sean, do that rap you do for every comedy show. Hip hop, do it. Go ahead, Sean.
yes, yes, y'all.
No,
Press, I'm
please.
one of them old school guys. Yes, yes, y'all. To the beat, y'all. Rock on. To the break of dawn. One time for your mind. Pressure.
Sharon, why would you
Remix that.
even?
One time for your mind.
Because I want
Not
I
at
want
all.
Pressure to tell them to leave it alone. So
I'm
I
not
want to put him
interested
on
at
the
all.
spot. Not
I can
interested.
come. I can come watch a comedy show all day from you all. You hilarious though. That's what yo. You're hilarious. You was hosting that night. Like
Yes,
you're hilarious, bro. I ain't. Oh, you're
thank you.
hilarious. The rap man, just leave that shit right where it's at,
Yeah.
man. I'm not interested at all. I'm not managing you. I'm not doing nothing with your musical career. But comedy, we could talk all
I
day.
got you. And
Boy, that
you heard it right from the hottest producer on the scene right now, Mr. Shawn
exactly.
Harvey.
Yo, Sharon, he went right into boss mode and shut me down. Now, you talk about you love people, and I believe that because I see it on your
Well,
Instagram.
Uh-huh.
What do you do for the community, bro? Like I see you do a lot. Like what? Yo, everybody before all my folks, man. I want y'all to follow Pressure on Instagram, man. This guy's amazing. What do you guys do over there? You and your wife?
Oh man, when it comes to community, man, I'm doing something every week, man. I just played Santa in July. I do Christmas in July. Well, one of my great friends, Detective Wiley, he's actually retiring the end of this month, man. We're gonna miss him, man. But he's great, great man in our community. So I always support him. But I just did Christmas in July, actually in a Santa outfit in July. Like
You're
I'm for real
crazy.
with it, you know. I'm for real with it. I did Christmas in July. I do I'm Santa every year. I go to my old school I used to work at. So I was a paraprofessional. So teacher's aide
Yeah,
basically. I go to the
yeah.
school, I give gifts to my school, my old school. I do so much. I mean, and this is on a regular. I mean, like this is like every weekend. I'm basically doing something in my community because I know the kids need me. I actually do summer peace fest all summer long. Do the summer peace fest where I'm doing pop-up concerts. I'm getting, I get all the young acts together and I do that. There's not a thing I don't do in the city. I do a mentor program in 2 high schools, Erasmus and Tilden.
Wow.
That's what I love doing on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I work with a company called I Will Graduate, and I just help them do a lot of it because it's cool hearing it from, I don't know, but the teachers is cool, but hearing it from a celebrity, someone that they see outside doing everything that they do, and then
Yes.
for me to take they appreciate it more. So I take pride in that. I'm the ultimate humanitarian, like I tell you, man. I really I'm here for the
Let's clap.
kids,
Let's
everything.
clap, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. That's so good. That's what people need.
I'm
Pressure.
from the.
What's the
I'm
what's
from.
what's the hottest tournament? Wait, hold on a second. What's the hottest tournament? Because there's a debate going on
Uh-huh.
in New York City. And I'm just
Okay.
going to cover New York. What's the hottest tournament, hands down, in New York City? Because you've been to all of them. Go ahead.
I, damn, you
Well,
gonna put me in a spot like that?
why you gonna put
Yes.
him on the spot like that,
Yes.
bro?
Yes.
I have two favorites. I mean, you know I'm from East New York, right? So like, I have a hometown favorite and I don't want to be biased. I want to say Dykeman and Gertz. That's me personally. I love the atmosphere in Dykeman. I love that. You know what I love about Dykeman? I think Dykeman has Gertz on this. You let the court. I mean, I go to Dykeman and the crowd is on the court. I'm like that is right there just takes the cake every single day. Like that is a very the crowd. When I say the crowd is on the court, like that atmosphere is different. The girls don't allow that, but I love that about Dykeman. I love that about because like that's what it's about. Street ball is about that. You get what I'm saying? And that setting alone just put Dykeman over Gersh, honestly. Like, but
Well,
I'm an East New York baby.
there you go.
We'll leave you in East New York. And next time you come to the park, we'll remember that.
Whatever,
And we won't sit you
Sharon.
courtside. We'll sit you outside. No, we're not gonna do that. You good? You good?
Listen, New York.
Sean is
Okay, listen.
coming. Sean is
Yeah,
coming up to the park. Him and Cindy, but Sean is gonna do yes, y'all to the beach, y'all.
yeah,
Uh-huh. Don't
Because
do
I
yeah.
don't
that,
think
John.
that's gonna work for
John,
him.
no.
Okay, but I
I don't
will
want
say
you to
I
get
will.
booed in Dykeman. It goes down. You
Okay,
will get
all
booed in.
right. I promise.
Then I
I
gotta
promise.
protect my guy. I gotta come out there and save you. I don't want to have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I
Hilarious.
don't
Well,
want to have to save
that's
you.
interesting. Before we get out of here, man,
Uh-huh.
let's clap for pressure, man. Jesus.
Thank you so much for coming on.
But pressure. You got to think in New York, in the New York metropolitan area, it's millions of folks that
Yes,
live in
sir.
the New York area. Million, and let's say it's 12 or 13 million. Let's say 5 million of them are black folks.
Yes, sir.
Even though Sharon will advocate for her tournament, rightfully so, and respectively, there is so many people in New York that you can have about 4 or 5 or 6 of them running at the same time.
Yes.
There are others that I haven't been to Dykeman in years, but I do agree with you. Dykeman is one of those tournaments where it's like you're sitting right there, like you really feel not only the court, but the presence of the audience because everyone's right there on top of each other. I do remember that with Dykeman, but there's others that are out there. For me, I want to say this for the record: the best tournament for me, SennyJ, is the Dykeman tournament. Let's clap.
For sure. It better be, Sean. It better be.
All right, listen, we're gonna get out of here. But pressure, man, please, where can we find you are first of all, thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much for
Yes.
introducing my audience here and our audience to this man who has done so much for the community, who is such an inspiration, who is such a great performer. Now he's a record producer, so he's getting other money. He's
Yeah.
him and his wife are running these streets, doing great things. And I don't even know this young lady. I see it through your page,
Mhm.
and we do appreciate you so much. So we're gonna give you the final word. Where can we find you, bro? And thank you so much for spending time with us this morning.
Totally. Well, you can find me Fresher. I spell my name uniquely, so it's PHRESHER. You could Google me, man, and find me on everything. I'm all over the internet. I'm all over IG, Twitter, TikTok. I'm all over everything. I'm everywhere. I make sure I make myself very accessible, and I want to thank y'all for having me. Yeah, I'm gonna log off. I got a busy morning. Mondays are the
Yeah.
craziest. I came in here on a Monday. Let me tell you something. Mondays are my day. I set my whole week. So right now I'm about to get back to doing everything I need to do because I have
Yeah.
to set all these artists straight. You know what I'm saying? So again, I appreciate the time.
We
Yo.
appreciate you being here. Thank you so
Hey,
much.
thank you, man. We see you, man. We do appreciate you, and thank you so much.
Definitely. Thanks a lot. Take care, guys.
Okay.
God bless.
Thank
Thank you.
you. See you at the
Karen,
park.
You got the last word before Cindy has the last word.
All right. So today's word is going to be kindness. let's focus on spiritual kindness no matter what. Be kind. Be kind to the person in front of you, the one next to you, and the one behind you. The one that's behind you, bring them up front and tell them, listen here. Kindness goes a long way. Kindness comes from the heart. It's biblical. And that's what God requires us to do, is to be kind to one another and surround all that with love. And I always say that. So God bless everybody.
Yes, look at
Hey,
you,
Sharon, thank you so much, and we appreciate you, and thank you for bringing
Sharon.
pressure on to this panel, and thank you. We really do appreciate you for that.
Word.
Yeah, you're definitely welcome. And everybody follow Dykeman Basketball on Instagram, Facebook. Follow us. Fresher comes to the park all the time. So if you want to see him up live and in person, stop by.
Word.
Penny, what you got?
Okay, so I have one. You're always one decision away from a totally different life. So think about that today. Only one decision away from a totally different life. So if you hate your life, you can change it. That's for you.
or your ass could go to jail for the rest of your life.
But hey, different life. Different life. No bills.
Right. All right, guys. We see you. Y'all be safe. We see you on Thursday. God bless. I gotta take the dog to the groomer. I see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye,
All right, later.
everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Follow, share, like.